What's up, guys? So I didn't really plan on making a video about this, but it was such a funny situation that I just feel like I have to. This probably won't be that long of a video. I just thought it was a funny situation and I want to tell you guys about it. As many of you know, I have a pretty popular Discord server. I think we have like 100,000 people, and you know, people are always chatting in there. It's pretty active most of the time, except when it's really early in the morning, like 4, 5, 6 a.m. And I just so happened to wake up really early this particular day, and I noticed someone in the server trying to sell free skins. Clearly a scam. I actually didn't even really understand the message because he was selling accounts with free skins. I don't know how selling and free go together, but regardless, I just did what we always do when we have situations like this, because it happens from time to time. I just banned the guy, didn't think anything else of it, and then I started my day. I went and fed my dogs, took a shower, and then I sat at my computer and I was like, you know what, I kind of want to message this guy just so I can see what the scam actually is. And so I went to the audit log, I got his username, and I added him as a friend. He accepted, and then I just shot him over a yo. He messaged me back, and then I was like, yo, I saw your message in the server before you got banned, can you actually get me free skins? And then he goes through his little routine like, yeah bro, I can get you any skin, OG, unreleased, bundles, blah blah blah, whatever, all for free, which doesn't even make sense because remember, his original message was selling accounts. So once again, selling free, I don't really understand it. So then I decided to have a little fun with him, and I was like, do you think you could get me my icon skin? And then obviously he was a little confused, and you know, he reminded me that I don't have an icon skin, but he did say that he could get me other skins like Galaxy and Reflex and stuff like that. And so obviously I was super pumped, so I'm like, bet dude, let's do it. And then this is obviously where the scam came in, because he's like, yeah, send me your stuff and then I'll get on there. It'll take like 10-20 minutes, whatever. And so obviously I wasn't gonna do this. Maybe if it was something else for like a video with Sarah, I would do it for the memes, but this is just a random person. So I sent him a fake email, and then for the password, I just had it spell out something funny. I typed it very like cryptidly, but I just put like, you wasted 5 minutes or something like that. But I guess he thought it was real, because then he sent me, hold on, I'm trying it, and then obviously it didn't work. So then I tried to keep it going by being like, oh, that must have been my old password. And you can tell he's kind of getting a little upset at this point. He's like, bro, come on, like be serious. I'm really trying to sell you these free skins, you know? And I kind of wanted to reel him back in. So I was like, you know, bro, I'm just nervous, you know, could you maybe show me the skins? That would be cool. And surprisingly, he actually agreed. He said, add me on Fort and we'll do it. And so I added him and we got into a lobby together. Hello? Brother, are you there? However, when we got into a lobby together, it was very clear that this was just a brand new account because he was a level 1 default. And so I'm trying to tell him, like, put on the skins. Like, I want to see them so I can make sure this is legit. Can you show me the skins, please? And obviously this was a scam. He didn't really have the skins. So what he decides to do is tell me that the lobby is bugged, whatever that means. But he makes the mistake of saying that he can see the skins on his end and I just can't see them, which I don't even know how he would know that. Like, if he can see them on his end, why can't I see them on mine? And how would he know that? Regardless, whatever. I tell him, you know, just take a screenshot of me and you in the lobby with you and the skin on, and that way I'll know it's real. And I'm not even kidding. Like 3 seconds after I sent that, he sends me, game crashed, rip. This is so obviously a scam, by the way. It's so clear. This is so clearly a scam.
Bye, have a great time.
The heck? Where did bro go? And so at that point, I just send him, okay buddy, and you know, kind of quit talking to him. That's pretty much the end of it. And I really thought that was where it was gonna end. I mean, that just made sense. He kind of embarrassed himself. Oh, my lobby's bugged, my game crashed, whatever. And if that was it, I probably wouldn't be talking to you guys right now. I probably would not have made a video about this. However, the next day he tries to do the dumbest thing I think I've ever seen someone do. He hits me up out of nowhere. He's like, yo, I didn't respond because I had other things to do. And he's like, you there, bro? I got some bad news for you. And I don't know what he's talking about, so I'm just like, what's up, bro? Like, what's going on? And that's when he sends me, I hacked your account, look. And I'm not even kidding. This guy sends me a screenshot of me in the lobby trying to convince me that he's on my account, but it's so obvious that it's from an old video because it's not even the right chapter. And so even though this was incredibly stupid, I decided to play along, and I'm like, what? How did you do that? And you know, he's trying to sound all cool and cryptic, like, man, I got my ways. You shouldn't have gotten in the lobby with me yesterday because I did some crazy hacking stuff. And so I'm playing into it, and I'm like, bro, come on, just give me my account back, man. And then he sends me nice skins you got there and a screenshot of my locker, which, you know, some people may think, oh my gosh, he may actually be in your account. But it was very obvious that this was from an old video I did with Sarah where we went through my locker, and I could tell because when he took the screenshot, he forgot to crop out my webcam. But you know, I was still just playing along, so I was like, don't you lay a finger on my Chun-Li, you know, just channeling my inner Cypher. And then from there, because I didn't fall for a scam yesterday, he's like, yo, if you want to get your account back. You're gonna have to send me $500 on PayPal, blah, blah, blah. And you know me, I'm just still trolling. I'm like, can I pay you in V-Bucks? And he obviously didn't like that. He's like, come on, be serious, bro. If you don't buy your account back, I'm gonna sell it to someone else. Keep in mind, this is all just ridiculous because he's not even on the account. And so then I decided to go the extra mile in my trolling because I took the PayPal that he sent me and I made a fake Photoshop image of me sending $500 to a PayPal, but it was to an account that almost perfectly matched his email except for one letter. So in his mind, he will think I just sent $500 to a random person. Really on my Kit Boga stuff here. I don't know if you guys know who that is. And so after I tell him that I sent the money and sent the screenshot with the proof that I did, he is now furious because he sends me back something like, F you, send me the money right now or I'm deleting your account. And he also has the nerve to call me a scammer. But I decided to mess with him a little bit more because I actually got back on my account and I sent him a screenshot and I was like, thanks bro, it must have worked. I'm on my account now. And I also went and bought a new skin from the shop and then pretended like he did it. I was like, whoa bro, you actually got me a new skin. Thank you, man. And yeah, and then he sent me a couple of, you know, really not so nice messages. He was very upset at this point and then he blocked me. But yeah, I just thought this whole thing was really funny. Maybe you guys did too. If you guys joined my Discord server, please don't be like this guy. But yeah, really interesting character, you know? Regardless, I hope you guys enjoyed. I hope you had a laugh and I will see you in the next one. Goodbye.